So my first question to you, Prabhuji, is, so every time I go to ISKCON temple, my relatives ask me that there is a VIP culture in ISKCON and in major temples of the country. But don't you think that this is contradictory to the values of equality, and shouldn't the VIPs be treated like the ordinary persons?
Yeah. So, good question. Thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this talk, for this podcast.
Our pleasure.
And this is a very important discussion because only spirituality can give solutions to all our material problems. And today, we can try to understand how and why spirituality is necessary and how it helps us solve these various types of problems in life. So, okay, so regarding your question on why there is a VIP culture apparently in various temples in India. Well, VIP culture is not really supported in the Vedic scriptures, and even in ISKCON temples also everyone is free to have darshan. But especially on festival days like Janmashtami, when there is a huge crowd, it is necessary to give some special treatment to those who are leaders, those who are like some kind of political leaders or VIPs. But the important thing to note is that what treatment is given in a temple, right? That doesn't necessarily determine how God sees you, right? Right? How the temple administration is treating you is not necessarily a sign of your spiritual advancement, or even how God is seeing you. Like generally we see from front, who is in the front, but God sees differently. God sees who is eager for his darshan, who is eager for his service. So someone who may be standing in line for hours, not necessary that he is getting less mercy than someone who is who has a quick darshan, right? So so we should see in terms of spiritual benefit rather than just the facilities, or someone may get some extra puja or extra prasad or something. So that is not necessarily a sign of spiritual blessing, right? In fact, I would say that those who stand in line and wait for longer, they get more blessings because they were able to spend that time in the service of God. Whereas someone may be thinking that I've saved the time by having quick darshan, but that time which you saved may be wasted somewhere else. Rather, this person who is standing in line is using his time, thinking about God, right? By standing in line, who is getting more mercy. So we should see in terms of how God sees rather than how the temple administration. Sometimes it is necessary. It is what do you say? It becomes a kind of essential to treat some VIPs in a certain way. They expect, So, but that is not necessarily a sign of their spiritual advancement or discrimination. It is not discrimination on the part of the temple management, because those who do more seva, it is sometimes obligatory to give them some special facilities. Those who have done special seva, you need to treat them little differently. They expect, and it is also necessary for in the administrative point of view. But that is not necessarily a sign of spiritual